Hello, it's Molly Johanna again for SMM Sunday School. Today is a very special Sunday. Why is that so? Well, you look at all these people. It's a very busy Sunday because it's Palm Sunday. So I'm going to tell you about the story of Palm Sunday. So it is almost Passover. Remember? That was way back when in the Old Testament. Passover is when these Israelites, the Israel people, celebrate their exit from Egypt because they were slaves there, and God said, okay, I'm going to send Moses to take you out of Egypt, to free you. So Passover is a festival to celebrate the particular event because it's a really joyous time. So Jesus said to his disciples, let's go to Jerusalem to celebrate Passover. And he said, it's a good idea. But first, I would like you to get me a donkey. And the disciples said, how? And then Jesus said, you just go to this particular place and ask the owner and said, Jesus need a donkey from you. And then he will know what to do. So there he went and brought Jesus back a donkey. So Jesus went on the donkey and slowly he entered Jerusalem. But on his way, something happened. It's almost like Super Bowl. People start shouting and they put palm leaves, some of the clothing, and they say, blessed is Jesus who comes in the name of the Lord. So everywhere, people doing the same thing. They took branches from the trees and put clothing, because in the old days, the roads are not paved. It's very rocky. So they said, blessed is Jesus who comes in the name of the Lord. So they were all doing this. It's like, it's so good. It's just like another Christmas, another festival. And then these two people are religious leaders at the time. They were saying, it is not a good thing. Why are people shouting and welcoming Jesus? That is not good if the Romans know about it, because they don't like it. But the people said, no, Jesus, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest. That is a proclamation, a glorious saying, yes, God, you are glorious. We are so blessed that Jesus comes in your name. So, why? I wonder, why did they call Jesus the King? Well, it's a promise in the Bible. It's that there will be a king for the Jews, and that this king will have a kingdom of love. Not the kingdom of the Romans, not the kingdom of the time where they built it on power, on blood, on violence, on money. It's a kingdom of love. So people are really excited about it. But I also wonder, what kind of king is Jesus? I'm going to give you one clue. If you were to go into a battle, would you take a horse or a donkey? I would take a horse, because the horse is stronger, is faster. But Jesus actually chose a donkey. That tells you one thing. Jesus is a very humble king. He comes in love, not in violence. But I also wonder, who are these people shouting, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, Hosanna in the highest? Who are they? And what is it like to be in Jesus' kingdom when love is the thing that runs the world? This is a lot to think about, but I'm going to give you another clue. Palm Sunday is also Passion Sunday. What is passion? Passion means pain and suffering, because today marks the beginning of Holy Week. So in the following few days, Jesus will go through a lot of suffering and pain, because Jesus is going to die for us on the cross. And you wonder, why is that so? Well, because we don't know what it is to live in love. And Jesus said, there are too many things that get in between you and God. And only I, because I have no sin. So if I don't do it, if I don't die on the cross, you cannot be reconciled or get back to God like you were in the very beginning. So Jesus said, well, I'm willing to do all this because God is love. So this is a very important week. It's Holy Week. On Thursday, Jesus is going to wash the disciples' feet to show that what it is like to be a humble king, to be a service to others. And then he's also going to celebrate Eucharist, the communion, as we always do on a Sunday, for the very, very first time. Because Jesus said, okay, it's a Passover meal, but I'm telling you one thing. You have to love others as I have loved you. You have to remember it. And the way you remember it is when you break the bread and when you drink the wine, you remember me. And then on Friday, he went through a lot of trials and they brought Jesus onto the cross and he died. But that's not the end of it, because Jesus will rise again on Sunday. But stay tuned, we're not going that far yet. So on this Passion Sunday and Palm Sunday, I would like you to celebrate because this is beginning of the Holy Week, but also bear in mind, we have to go through a bit of suffering and pain, but remember this one. Death is never the end. Jesus conquers death, and that's on Easter Sunday. So until then, I hope you have a very, very happy Palm Sunday. And if you have some palm branches, I would invite you to put the palm branches maybe somewhere on the windowsill or maybe on the door, so to tell people that yes, today is a day of celebration. So happy Palm Sunday, and remember, until then, stay calm and keep praying. God bless you all. Thank you.